Explosion?
Oh, yes. We were not queen on our feet. Yeah.
Not to mention, it's put poor old Jack.
Would you never mind that old mule? We was the ones hiding
I had
behind
to
those
live with him. What are you
tombstones.
up on
Where
that?
everything just looks like it did.
What's wrong, ladies? Did you think the dead was arising?
It ain't funny.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, you go sit in that dark graveyard and let some big screeching white thing come flying down on your head and see how you act. Right, it about done us all in.
Gladys, she's wrinkled over, Minerva. Bend on a thing she painted. Oh, she said it. It's terrible.
Well, I take it no one was really hurt.
Well, not so as you can tell, at least ways not yet. I just stubbed my toe on that tombstone. I guess my gal will be acting up after a while.
So,
Yeah, I'll drink.
so what about the chickens?
Well, sir, they ain't really been caught yet. But by the way, they're fine. I'm sure they're okay.
Chester, you know they're too big to fly. They just slung off that wagon and Green Creek busted up.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But boy, that was a sight to see, wasn't
It sure was. We got some pretty good distance in that one.
Let's get back to the explosion, shall we?
I'm telling you, Sheriff, it was these two Yankees over here. They set that grave on fire on purpose.
You mean they desecrated a grave?
Hold up.
They might.
Now, you just wait a minute. It wasn't a grave unless there's a body in it. And this one didn't have a body. At least not yet.
What do you mean, Mr. Bidwell?
Well, the grave, Sir Honor, it's my Uncle Jeter's plot. And he ain't being planted till tomorrow. That's why we's in such a rush to do this hanging tonight. Ain't no telling you have another chance of an open hole again like this.
Sorry, you're not a jump wire, Mark. He was a good old fella.
He was good. He was a fine man. He lived a long life, though. And thanks to you, Miss Sarah, he didn't suffer much after the end.
He didn't live with me.
We'll be playing tomorrow on with him.
But I love you, sweet. See, Eunice sent some from Mulberry Wine over to help with his passing. We sure are much obliged, our Eunice. Uncle Jeter sure was smiling when he passed. He probably done a cartwheel through the pearly gates, actually.
And then he was sauced when he died.
Now, Minerva, you know my mulberry wine is used purely for medicinal purposes. And poor old Jeter, he had been suffering something awful lately.
Well, he wasn't feeling much pain in the end, let me tell you.
Can we get back to the grave for a minute? Just why was it necessary to set it on fire?
Okay, well, see, that's a real important part of the story. That's what finally turned Ebenezer around.
Excuse me?
Well, you see, as the ghost of Christmas future, I'm supposed to take a person to the graveyard and show them their own grave. Only thing in the story, the grave opens up and there's this here big fire in the bottom of it.
And the family was okay with you using the grave in this manner?
Well, there ain't that much family yet left. It's just me and his old Helm Crawford, and we talked it over. But you know, I think Uncle Jeter would have been proud of his part because he didn't like Omar real well himself.
So what went wrong?
Well, I put some leaves down the bottom of the hole to burn.
And?
Well, those leaves were a mite wet, and they just wouldn't light up real good. So, Chester here decides that we should use an accelerant.
Such as?
He built some of it, Eunice's mulberry wine.
You did what?
No harm. We just need a little to get the blazes as a goal.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have been so bad if you had to drop the whole jug down the hole.
You wasted a whole jug?
I think wasted this. I was expecting to blow back like that. After all, that hole was 6 foot deep. Took me by surprise and I lost my grip.
Oh, you should have seen it, Sir Honor. Flames just exploded out of that hole. Looked like the fire in Hades done been tore loose.
I can imagine. But why did you have your wine with you, Miss Jenkins? You appear to be in fine health this evening.
Well, thank you, I was when it started. I ain't feeling too good now. I kind of poured it all. I might have to have some, but it was one of my my props, sir. You know, as the ghost of Christmas present, I'm supposed to give Elmira some milk of human kindness. And she drinks that and makes her feel better. Well, my mulberry wine would make her feel just all warm and fuzzy inside. I didn't expect anybody to be a filching it.
I'll tell you one thing, it won't be happening again. Never burnt my eyebrows off, burnt my ear off. You look at my 50-cent hat, I was popping a little bit. Burnt it plumb up. I got a hole right through it.
Serves us right, if you ask me. We had no business doing a Christmas carol in the first place. It ain't the real story of Christmas. That's right.
The real story of Christmas. No, it ain't the real story of Christmas, it's Jesus' birthday.
Yes, it's about God's love for mankind and his plan for redemption.
Yeah, not a crusty old geezer and a bunch of ghosts.
You talk about me.
That was the story we needed to tell it to Elmira. And not only Elmira, but everyone needs to hear the real message of Christmas. For unto us a child is born.
Unto us his son is given.
And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor.
The mighty God.
The everlasting Father.
The Prince of Peace.
And this shall be a sign unto you. You shall find a babe wrapped in swaddling clothes lying in a manger.
And you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's the story we're supposed to be telling.
You'll get no argument from me. But speaking of Miss Gulls, just where was she during all this?
Well, you see, that's a kicker. All this happened before she even got home from the bingo party. She didn't know nothing about it.
Well, that's good. Now you get another chance.
You mean you're gonna let him try again?
No, I didn't mean that. I think they should just go talk to Miss Gulch and put this whole thing to rest. I know she did just a little bit, but you have to understand, things tend to get out of hand when y'all playing your little pictures. Besides, I think she's just a little old woman. Maybe you can befriend her.
Met that old man.
You think we should befriend Elmira Gulch?
Why not?
Yeah, Eunice, why not? She's one of God's children too. She needs to hear about God's love for just like everyone else.
It's our Christian duty. Remember the good book says, do unto others what you would have them done to you.
Yeah, that may be what she's afraid of.
You know, it also says that when you return good to evil, it's like heaping coals of fire on their head.
Hey, yeah, leave it to our pyrotechnician over here. Know that.
What happened here, there's all of them.
I prefer heating enthusiast.
Never mind that. We need to find a way to reach Elmira.
Well, then just how do you suppose we do that? She won't let us anywhere near her, or that little old dog of hers either.
Oh, I think he'll come up with something. After all, who planned on ambushing her with this hanging of yours where
Yeah.
no.
He's got a point. Maybe we can go, Carolyn, and take her a present or something.
We can make her a little basket. We've got apple butter and jelly, stuff left over from the harvest sale.
I can bake her one of my fabulous fruitcakes.
And I could put in some of the mulberry wine, we can pour that over there.
Maybe we could turn this to one of them there hate night sort of things. Let me go hit you up old Jasper.
I think you should just walk over there to the church. Best chance of something going wrong. After all, it's right next door.
Shoot. Nothing going on. You might be right, you know. It's a good thing Elmira wasn't around this evening. We'd never been able to get near her if and then she was.
Sheriff's Office. Deputy Perkins speaking. Yes, Mrs. Gulch.
Sheriff, I guess we're back over.
Now just, what do you mean by giant chickens roosting on your nest? Just how giant are they, Miss Gulch?
Get out of here, boys. Get locked up.